of say you made a statement with beating 𝗁𝗲𝗀𝘀 over the weekend. How do you foresee the upcoming season?
Well, any team, any club that is capable to keep on the highest standard that allows, or the only one that allows to win competitions, must be very respectful towards the opponents. Obviously, that the story of Sundowns obliges us to continue to think about winning regularly and to face every match as the last one that we play. That's exactly how we started the season. Obviously, that I told the players that we should start the first match not by making a statement, but by showing our first impression, how we want to show ourselves in the way that we have a chance to create a first impression about us, because there's no second chance. There's only the first chance to create the first impression. And the players took that responsibility in hands. But now we have a second opportunity to continue to do it, and that's how we're going to face the PSL. By every match taking the responsibility of taking us to the highest standard that we can. We are in a process of understanding how we're going to finish, but we know the direction where we want to go. The market is very big. We'll only end in the upcoming month of September, but a lot of important matches to play before. So let's focus on the next one and then on the next one. Understanding where we are, we come from a comfortable position, but not a comfort that we feel. We feel discomfort, and that's exactly what pushes ahead, is the discomfort that we feel. And when I speak about discomfort, is understanding that in a new season, there's a new history to be written, and we need to start from the first chapter, from the prologue before the first chapter. And if the prologue was written on the last weekend, we need to open the first chapter on the next one, and that's with the seriousness that we need to approach it.
There's a play that might have not seen a lot, but he's playing with you guys, which is Esquivel. Does he have a future at the club?
Esquivel is indeed a player that didn't have big opportunities. It's a story that comes already from the time of the previous coach. So there's a story that speaks for Matthias that goes much before me. Let's see how the market ends. Obviously that Matthias is put in a discomfortable position also, because he's a long-time player of Sundowns and he didn't have the opportunity, or let's say the capacity and the opportunity of showing the level that everybody expected. Let's see where the situation will end. We trust him. We believe he can still be an important player. So let's hope he's working with us, normal. Let's hope to see where we can finish with him.
Coach, a little bit refreshing. I mean, you came in, 6-7 games into the Metro Premiership last season. How refreshing was it to have? I know it wasn't much of a pre-season because of a long schedule, America and all of that, but I'm sure it made a huge difference to have a bit of time to work on your identity and all that.
Well, I don't really think it makes a big difference. I think the pre-season for us was the last. Were the months we had. I think that it was important the moment we had in the USA, eventually, because after not winning the final of the Champions League, that moment was a moment to really have some important talks with the group, to reorganize our minds, to reconnect our hearts, to really think forward together again. But all the 8 months that I have ahead of the club were the most important ones we lived together. I think the most important thing is that we live in a very good ambience between the players, the coaches, and in general inside the club. And that is the spirit that we developed, a spirit of ambition, a spirit of respect, but also of recognition and understanding of the human beings we have in front of us, and total sharing of what we want for us together. So that was built throughout those months, or almost 8 months that we've been together. And then on the 2 weeks that we had now was just reconnecting the dots so that we can move forward. So,
Coach, we saw Basadien on the right-hand side on Saturday. Is that, are you looking to use him there, or just the competition at left back is forcing him there on Saturday?
well, for the moment, trying to find a solution for, let's hope doesn't happen, a problem with 𝗁𝗲𝗀𝗀. We always need to work on solutions, not on problems. and not having Mudau in the moment, having Morena with a small injury, and having only as a backup Zuku that played pretty well. I'm quite happy, and I remember last year he played 5 matches in a row and always growing on them. Also obliges me to have solutions on let's say a bullet on the chamber in case we need to shoot it.
Can I ask about Chippa United? Obviously, you concluded your season in taking the title. They're a different team now, released a lot of players, new coach. How do you approach that?
New story to be written also. We didn't see a lot of Chippa. Chippa has been playing some friendly matches here in Joburg, but most of them on closed doors. So new coach. As I understood from inside Mamelodi Sundowns, a coach with potential. I hope that after the match on Saturday, he starts a very good career as a head coach, and he just started after. I wish him the best of the luck for his career. Obviously, a new season from him in terms of and from Chippa United. Nothing of what was the past counts for what's going to be the match on Saturday. We have, as I heard from many of my colleagues on coaches of the 𝗿𝗿𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Premiership this season, we have to start thinking more about us than looking the opponents. And that's what we need to do, arrive with a strong mindset and pick the game from the first minutes and that responsibility and try to make the result that allows us to pick the points.
Happiness.